It's back, everybody. Welcome back to Desktop Dungeons Rewind. Game just came out today. um, Interesting title sequence. Alright, so, yeah, it's today. It's April 18th. I'm playing it, though. I'm going to try and get this uploaded as soon as possible. Let's hope it's not several days later. Anyway, if you aren't aware, Desktop Dungeons and Desktop Dungeons Rewind is the perfect coffee break puzzle, roguelike, level up game thing you can play, which doesn't take too long and really feels rewarding. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good rundown of what it is and what it does. They just kind of remade the original game into Desktop Dungeons Rewind. It's not exactly the same game. They've kind of changed a whole bunch of things around, particularly 3D, and particularly the word rewind will be showing up. So anyway, I'm just going to pretend that the demo vids don't exist, and I'm just going to explain, as I'm going along anyway. So, yes, hello, and let's get started. Alright, so I've played this game before, and my original town was called Captania. I might just call this Captania Redux. I guess, I don't know. It sounds better than Captania 2, or New Captania. Hang on. New Capt York. No. I'm just going to go New Captania. I don't know why I said, it sounded better than New Captania. That sounds so much better. And if they remake this game again, I'll call it New Captania. The story begins. Creatures attacked in the night. The caravan was unprepared. Travelers had been warned about the unexplored realms, but pride often plays tricks on reason. Fight back. Flames and death engulfed the defenders, nomads, exiles, and vagabonds, with only a handful of real fighters among them. Escape. Injured, ill-trained, and separated from one another, many of the survivors had no choice but to press on into the nearby network of maze-like caverns. Watch your step. Okay, so this is kind of the tutorial, and as you can see, it's a lot like the original game, except it's 3D. We can kind of make it like the original game and just zoom out a whole bunch. That kind of helps. We're injured. We have no health. You gotta, kind of move to explore black space and get some health back. Yeah. And of course, it is telling us where to move and stuff. That's good. Thank you very much. And every time we attack, they get to attack us back until, we back smack and win the jack. Anyway, so we got a little bit of EXP. We got, we barely won. Hopefully we can do better. But for the most part, yeah, it's Desktop Dungeons. As I was saying, it is a very nice puzzle game. We're only getting 1 EXP each, but hey, we only need 5 to level up, so, this is much better pacing than, say, South Gusterberg. Gusterberg? I don't know. Okay, so this one's level 2. Hang on. 1 second. One thing I recommend is you might want to go to settings, and you might want to change the, something here in the gameplay. I think I already did this. Somehow it carried over from the demo. Thank you very much for doing that. They made it so that you can actually just look at the enemy by left-clicking and attack by right-clicking, which is very handy because it's very easy to accidentally get yourself killed. So yeah, I can left-click on him and I can look at everything that he has, because normally it doesn't stay on there. I can't look at what First Strike does, for instance. You know what? I'm gonna be stupid on purpose. Alright, I died. Hint, see if you can gain a level before fighting tougher enemies. In Desktop Dungeons, death arrives swiftly and frequently. If you're already familiar with this game, you can retry this challenge and see about doing better. If you're new to player, I'd recommend that you opt for the formal tutorial dungeons instead. Alright, yeah, fine, you got me. Basic tutorial, why not? Hello, welcome to Desktop Dungeons, a randomly generated turn-based puzzle roguelike thing of engineering, heroism, and monster slaying. That's a much better summary. I'd also add in there that's got a pretty good sense of humor. It's like an episode of Tickdown. To get started, click on the sign near your character and read what it has to say. That sign? Greetings, adventurer. You're in the legendary depths of the Lost Tutorial 1 dungeon. One of the many seemingly random cave networks left behind by the Old Kingdom. Nobody knows what they're here for, but everyone agrees that they're awesome. When you're done reading this, just click on the visible ground to move and explore. Yeah. It would be, I'm not saying how to make the game, but it would be hilarious if it turns out this isn't a reboot at all, but a sequel, like the original whole thing that happened with the original game, with the certain character named H. It turned out that, all this is from the previous town is what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Just funny stuff. So yeah, we can explore, but hey, we're already full of health, and the darkness is gone forever, so we know we're wasting resources. To your right stands a typical desktop Dungeons monster. You'll find that combat in this game is surprisingly detailed, nuanced, and flexible. For now, however, you should just click on the baddie until it dies. Click to attack, okay. Yes, it is true. The game does get pretty nuanced. There's a lot of room for growth, and don't worry, it introduces you gradually, slowly, and you learn at a good pace. Ouch, that fight took a chunk of your health. You'll notice this on the red bar in your character panel. Reveal some new terrain by exploring, you will steadily recover health. Backtracking doesn't count. Sorry. Reveal heal. Revealed heal. Yeah, see, no health back from backtracking. I'm sorry, just how it is. Something it hasn't shown, but maybe it will, is we may be healing from the darkness, but the enemies also heal when we uncover darkness. Bad guy, meat man. Copyright infringement likely. Enemy level 2. In compliance with regulations set up by the Tutorial 1 Dungeon Labeling Committee, we've stapled a giant 2 onto the next creature to show you how gosh darn tough he is. But I'm only level 1. Yeah, we're not winning this one. Whoa, wait, that monster is a higher level than you. If you keep fighting, you will lose this battle. No worries, though. You can safely explore the other passage. Monsters won't attack or follow you if you leave them alone. That's not always so true. But, we'll save that for later. Okay, so, yeah, see, he got his health back. So, we have to be sure where to beat the fight in one fighting session, I'd say. If you happen to have injured any creature, our state-of-the-art foe regeneration tracker will keep track of their health for you. Be wary, though. They heal just as easily as you do. Reveal heals us all. Yes. You see, why do I explain this game when it explains itself so much better? Okay, adventurer, the Tutorial 1 Fair Play Committee has decided to put these enemies here in interest of your sustained enjoyment and survival. Destroy them at your leisure. Have at you! Alright. So here's a bandit. It's gone. Here's a bandit. It's gone. Another bandit. Another gone. He's only doing 2 damage to me. Here's what I'm going to do. It's an advanced technique, but checks out. Oh, I can't do this anymore. Okay, seriously, stop trying to attack this monster. It's a ball of barely constrained rage as it is. Pacifying these tutorial monsters takes effort, Bravely, run away. Fine, never mind. I won't show you the advanced technique of, damaging him slightly, leveling up, getting all my health back, and then fighting him some more. You can find out more information by left-clicking on a target enemy. To manually select it, seeing as how you have your attack on right-click, the side panel will populate itself with available actions and you'll be able to review status effects in more detail. Left-click? Great! Check out the right side of your screen. You'll see buttons to interact with this bandit and can mouse over any status effects you might have. Don't worry, they're interesting but harmless right now. So he's immune to magic, he gets first strike, and he mana burns. I hate mana burn. It's like the worst thing ever. Fine. Strike. Okay, so that was half a second, but he mana burned me and took away all my mana. Not that that matters, I don't have anything to cast with. Great! You've earned enough EXP to level up. You've been fully healed and your stats have improved, making it far easier to take on annoyances like the level 2 meat man. Level up or raising the stakes. I don't know why it gives me options to say things, but I'm gonna say them. So here's a nice thing. They disappeared. Alright, well, let's just pretend. Pretend that you can still see them, or, whatever. I'm doing damage to him, and it's only going to take 4 whole hits to beat him. Hooray. Actually, 3 hits. 3 hits, of course. I'm doing 10 damage, he's got 3 health. 3 hits, and he is taking more than 3 hits to kill me. In fact, it doesn't even populate the rest of the numbers because he's already dead by the time we get done. So, you can definitely use these little notches to really help you figure out if you're winning or not. You don't have to know math, Aw, yeah, you're a certified badass now. You should go find something else to kill. I am immortal! Notice that we got 2 EXP from that fight. Yeah. I'm a barely constrained ball of EXP rage right now. Alright. Egads, it's a goat. Get out of there, brave adventurer. Take the side passage before it eats your soul. You do well to heed this advice. The numbers alone show that this enemy is simply too strong for you. Move past the goat. It won't attack unless you attack it first. Oh, look at the time. Time to not attack the goat. Well, I mean, I totally could. Are you crazy? That's a goat. It will murder you. Excuse me. All right, that's fine. It's a running gag in this game that goats are like super dangerous. Never underestimate goats, ever. Ha! Just kidding. This is dead end. You're going to die. We hope you've enjoyed your tutorial 1 tour. We'd offer you feedback forms, but you know you'll be dead and stuff. Desktop Dungeons is a hard game. Expect to die a lot until you become more experienced. Attack the goat and accept your defeat. This will complete the first tutorial. It's just a goat. Snicker. Gulp. I wonder if there's like some secret way that one could actually beat this dungeon, but you know, I'm not seeing it. There's no way over the lava, there's no way past all this. If it could even get to at least level 4, maybe pick up some potions, a glyph or two, you know. Yeah, we are not winning this one. I'm sorry, folks. It just gets to have a fatality animation on us. Oh, this is worth a sip of drink. Hot chocolate, that is. Okay. For some reason, the sound of uncovering the entire map kind of overwrote the music there for a second. Same sound score, by the way. If I remember correctly, and I'm like 99.9% sure I do, is made by Danny Baranowski of Binding of Isaac fame and Grant Kirkhope of, you know, Banjo and Kazooie. A lot of Rareware games. A lot of stuff, actually. Both musical greatnesses in their own right. I don't know, I think it's really cool that they got to collaborate and make a independent game soundtrack like this. Tutorial complete. Of the people who escaped the initial attack on the camp, many perished in the deadly underground dungeons. Yeah, I have a feeling I was one of them. Others pressed on, their determination to survive outweighing the odds. The odds begin being goats. If you're asking who we are, I'm going to be honest, I don't know. Were we the guy who just died? Impossible. Impossible. Maybe we're this guy. A fresh new adventure inside a fresh new dungeon. Here's hoping that this brave explorer is more fortunate than the last. Let's get straight to business by attacking the warlock. No goats? That guy right there? Sure. Why not? I can do that. Okay, so let's see. I mean, okay, so he's doing a magical attack. It doesn't really make any difference to me whether it's magic or physical at this point, but you know what? Why not? Not too shabby, but it would be great to improve your odds against these foes somehow. Try searching the dungeon for power-ups. Games like these always have them. I bet they're coming. Okay, I'm going to leave that square there. I don't know why, it just seems like a good idea. Warning, attack power-ups ahead. Use only in case of extreme emergency and or damage dissatisfaction. There we go. Okay, that was a attack up. Now we're doing 10% more on top of 5, which is 5. But hey, now we got another 10%. That's a whole 6. When you walk over an attack power-up, it permanently increases your damage by 10%. If you're lucky enough to find one, grab it as soon as possible. There's really no reason to hang on to them or to leave them on the floor. Okay, there's a couple of reasons. But hey, check it out. We're killing him in 1 hit now. He only gets to do 1 hit to us. It's totally awesome. You become decidedly more effective in combat. Note how it only took you a single strike to fell that opponent as opposed to 2 previously. Efficient. I swear, me and the tutorial are wrestling over the mic on who gets to talk here. Standard adventure constitution boosters for heroes who want to be more constituent. Is that more health? It is more health. We just went up to 11, baby. Health power-ups operate in the same way that attack power-ups do, but increase your maximum health instead of your damage. Note that they won't actually heal you, so don't just leave them lying around. Feels constituent. Oh, it's a goo blob. It looks like a grimer now. I don't know. Let's have a quick look at this guy. Can I move the, Yes, I can. Okay, that's really cool. I can get really nice and close here. I have a stick. Wow, I'm way more armed than I thought I'd be. Okay, let's go ahead and take him on. If you haven't done so already, take a look at the enemy area on the top right of the screen. It offers a lot of valuable information, including enemy stats and combat strike predictions. You'll end up looking here a lot once you become more familiar with the game systems. Looking top right. Oh, he's got physical resist. So even though he's got 6 health, I was only doing 3 because 50% of the physical resist just goes nowhere. Oh wait, I can attack him here too. Yes, yes, yes. But I like the right click system, dang it. Arcane amplifiers, useful for spellcasting and alliterative endeavors. You cut that out right now, mister. I bet this is mana. Yes, it is mana. What does mana do? I'm not... You know what? You explain it, game. Mana power-ups increase your maximum mana by 1. This is particularly valuable because mana doesn't increase with the character level. We'll cover spellcasting mana use a little later. Yep, bonus mana. But yes, we do get mana back from exploring. Just, we haven't used any. Oh, for the love of Tallgrog, another goat? No, this is rubbish. You need to find another way out of this dungeon. Ignore the goat and follow the side passage. This one just flat out kills me, so you know what? I think we'll listen to the tutorial one, whatever. Now this is more like it. You've just discovered a dungeon exit. Retiring early isn't the most glamorous way to end a session, but sometimes it's your only choice, unless you count impaled by killer goat as a viable option. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and leave. You can retire. Normally you're supposed to kill the boss for, you know, good stuff, but you know what? We're just going to leave because there was just no saving it. And sometimes that's the best course of action. Congratulations on your dungeon survival. I was also involved in that dreadful caravan attack, but managed to avoid harm by hiding in my obscure documents closet. Your experiences have made one thing clear to the rest of the survivors. If there's to be any hope for us, we need to band together in a base of operations. We need a kingdom. With you in charge? Ambitious. With me in charge, naturally. To make this anything more than a lowly adventuring band's dream, you'll need to secure funds for development. Your survival and experience have inspired hope in the members of this camp, and they voted to put you in charge. It's time to gather the rabble and loot some dungeons. Delegating looting, I like it. Alright, we're building a village, guys. It's gonna be great. As our newly elected kingdom administrator, I think you could do with a little help from a professional advice monger such as myself. Advice monger is an interesting title. Why don't I help you along with this whole securing our immediate future thing? How selfless. Finger crossbows. Wait, how do you do that? Let me try that. I can kind of do like a finger violin. No, it's too hard. I'll have to figure it out later, but you know, crossbows are totally a thief weapon, so yeah, okay, thanks. Are you ready to send someone on their next adventure? Just click on the dungeon and we'll get to filling out your hero's perfect form. Alright, so yeah, the game is very nuanced. It's got some depth to it. But after you've played it a little while, it's like, oh, okay, I get everything. It all makes sense. It's all good. Thank you so much. Great. Just confirm your selection here. It's a legal requirement of our selection confirmation committee. Sure. Now, let's go about recruiting your next dungeon hero. You'll need to select two things, kin and class. For now, just choose the human because, well, nobody else is around yet. Correct. Correct. I don't really see any new kin. That's okay. A wise and most excellent non-decision. Mighty administrator. Now select the guard. Oh man, I'm so good at these decisions, guys. Your new hero has been bureaucratically cleared. Have them decide forth by hitting the play button. Why do you sound like me all of a sudden? Hang on. It's time for a little bit of water. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. A sign. Welcome, hero, to the legendary dungeon of hidden treasures. While exploring, why not help yourself to a complimentary glyph of fiery doom? Don't mind if I do. Congratulations, you just found your first spell glyph. These ancient and potent artifacts allow you to channel your magical essence into a variety of tasks. In this case, clicking on things and making them go boom. Click on the pickup button that's appeared on the right panel, and the glyph will move into your inventory. You may also press spacebar on your keyboard or double click on the item in the dungeon view. Mine soon. So yeah, I'm just going to hit double click. And look, our inventory, 5 out of 30. I think it's a system. It's a system. This is not 6 space taking up. This is how much mana it takes up, of course. Of course. But yeah, the inventory system of the old game, it made sense, but you know, this 5 out of 30 also makes sense. You know, we're just going to go with it. It's time to put your newly discovered magic skills to the test. Click on the spell glyph in your inventory and then click on your target. Not only does it make a satisfying explosion, but casting spells won't let enemies retaliate. Click glyph, click target, gotcha. So yeah, oh yeah, we got a fire click now, and we're going to fire click this guy to death. Sweet. Blood everywhere. Okay, it's gradually dissipating. No, don't worry. Hey, we got some more mana. You want some more death? Because I'd like to give it to you. If you're running out of mana, explore the dungeon to regenerate. This works similar to health regeneration. Yes. Passage not open to standard tour. Please do not enter, particularly if you're the type who would readily steal lots and lots of gold. This is a welcome detour indeed. He's completely physical immune. Don't worry, we can't burn ourselves. I can strike him. In fact, I will. And do nothing because he's physical immune. That's fine. That's fine. I got a glyph for reasons, right? Crispy. As you level up, your spell damage will increase. It usually won't hit as hard as a regular attack, but the fact that enemies can't hit you back is a major plus. Great. Balls of fire. So now it's doing 4 points of damage per character level. So since I'm level 2, that's 8 damage. 8 damage is nothing to sneeze at. It's a passage, guys. We gotta take it. It's required. Oh, this sub-dungeon looks really cool. Alright. I can move as many spaces at once as I want, by the way. I'm just kind of being deliberately cool about it. Alright. Well, guys, I don't want to be greedy. Let's just go ahead and leave. No, I can't. I can't leave that giant pile of gold behind. Uh-oh, it sounds like the treasure room was a trap. You hear something big and heavy sliding into place from the dungeon above. That's worrying. Okay, so a bunch of things just, exploded or whatever. Oh, and this is blocked off now. This creature is blocking your exit and seems to be immune to magic. Your spell glyph won't be much use here, so why not convert it? Conversion is a neat way to recycle any unwanted inventory items. Click and hold your mouse button over the glyph and then drag it to the conversion icon in the bottom left corner of the screen. Bye, Fireball. So yeah, he's magic immune. There's absolutely no reason to do this. And just to do a quick a little bit of math here, it's taking me 1, 2, 3 hits to kill him. And it's taking him 1, 2, 3 hits to kill me. Even if we somehow draw, I'd be dead. I don't like that. But we can convert our glyph. And bam. Because we're human, we got a little bit more base attack. That's just what humans do. Great stuff. Doing this to items fills up your conversion bar. Once full, your character gains a stat boost. 1 glyph is usually enough to fill the bar. In this case, converting should have given you enough extra attack power to deal with the golem. Defeat it and leave the dungeon with your hard-won cash. Attack time! So yeah, now we're only killing him in 2 hits. This is a lot better. I actually, live from this, which is something I enjoy doing. Exit! Retire. Alright, I will miss you, Glyph. You were very tremendous in my survival. Tutorial complete. Excellent direction of your efforts, bold administrator. The bounty from that dungeon can now be put to good use. If your fledgling kingdom is to survive beyond its first 3 weeks, it will need a reliable and well-trained force of heroes to keep the dares of this land at bay. Couldn't have done it without you. You're too kind. Your new position gives you responsibility over our collected funds and efforts. This represents the resources we've managed to scrounge together so far. Is that all? 150 gold. Your current task is ensuring our survival, so I recommend investing our limited funds in training and arming some real defenders. Click on the outpost over here. Sure. Alright. Upgrade this structure by clicking on the helpfully labeled button here. This will allow us to start recruiting our first available hero type, the Fighter. The Fighter is nothing to sneeze at, guys. It looks like a giant rook. Kingdom Administrator, remember this moment well, for you have just taken your first tentative steps down a long and glorious path. Under your guidance, we'll build a kingdom to challenge the gods themselves. Too early for a statue? We're out of gold. We can't afford statues. Admirable clicking and spending, noble administrator. You've just unlocked the fighter class. These hardy warriors are superior to common guards in several ways. They excel at hunting down opponents and getting experience quickly. Good. Class unlocked fire. Click to continue. Class unlocked trophy hunting. Administrator, our scouts have discovered a monster lair in the surrounding area. It is time to take the fight to them. Let's have our heroes earn their keep. They can return when they have some monster heads and or other souvenirs of victory. Bring me loot. Well, that sounds like an interesting prospect. Oh, sorry for butting in. We'll chat later. Who was that? Who was that indeed? So anyway, one thing I love about this game, in general, everything you can click on will have something to say. The neighborhood. In this little slice of suburban paradise, the peace and quiet is only occasionally disrupted by large-scale monster outbreaks. This building allows you to recruit humans for your dungeon runs. I mean, we started with it. It's not like there's anything that's going to make it so we don't have access to it or anything. But I do like the little flavor text for the profession areas, I'll call them. Adventure Clubhouse. Here stands the humble club of adventurers, where wannabe heroes and contract seekers hold monthly meetings to discuss hack and slashery. Yes. Okay. So, yes. Tutorial number 4 is right over here. Let's go ahead and take it on. I know we've been playing for a bit, but, it wouldn't hurt to get through the tutorials first, now would it? This dungeon will introduce you to inventory management and boss trophies. Yeah, okay. We'll do it. We're going to be human. We're going to be a fighter this time. No guard. Not available. And, okay, so what does... Well, human, as I explained, every time you get 100 conversion points, which is usually a glyph, you get 10% attack bonus. And as a fighter, we get instincts. Can sense enemies further away in the fog. Veteran, gains EXP when attacked by higher level enemies, and less EXP needed per level. That's pretty big. Pit Dog, dungeon runs start with 1 level of standard death protection on the character. That's an advanced thing, but you know what? It helps. It helps. We still haven't seen what the whole rewind thing is, and I died on purpose almost to try to figure it out. Here it is, your hour of triumph. Your goal in this dungeon is simple. Find the great goat boss, slay it, and leave the dungeon with its horns as proof of your deed. Not only will you prove yourself ready to move on from these annoying tutorials, but you'll become the new kingdom's first celebrated hero. I'm above puns this time. I'm sorry, but, that option, I'm not clicking it. Aha! You're treated to the welcome sight of a burned Duraz glyph. Add it to your inventory in the same way you did the last time. Use the pick up button. I will pick up that button. I could also convert it. It'd be a bad idea at this point, but I could do that. Just like glyphs, items such as weapons and armor can be added to your inventory. Most items will be considered in use as soon as you pick them up. There's usually no need to specially equip them. Grab the sword and check the improvements to your damage rating. Equip on pickup. Cool. It's just like Heroes of Hammerwatch. Bam. Plus 2 damage on a sword. It's already taking effect. Keep picking up items as you find them, and note how they start filling your inventory space. Differently sized items will eat up space accordingly. So that ate up 5 whole spaces. That ate up 5 whole spaces. No inventory Tetris? No. This is not Resident Evil 4. Yes. Okay, so now we have damage reduction 2. It's not something that's obvious here. You have to look here for it. It's okay, though. And wow, this item glows slightly red when worn, offering a bonus of 10 maximum hit points. Yes. Now we have 20 max HP. You can convert items on the ground using the convert button instead of putting them in your inventory first. But beware, conversion is an irreversible process and you'll never get the item back. Convert what's not needed. Well, this Pentamanum makes us go from 10 to 12, which is 2 burns, rather than 1.666 burns. Potions are a special kind of stackable item that take up far less space than most other items. Having lots of them is always nice. Potion stack, neat. So yeah, it's taking up 1 space. Check this out. Pick up another one. It's not taking up another space because, hey, they stack. The dreaded goat waits for you at the end of this corridor. No hints or hand-holding, using a combination of your items, spells, and character skills. See if you can defeat it and take its horns. Why is it always goats? Bleat? Good goat. Okay, so yes, it's a goat. And he is magic resistant. That's pretty cool. And he's going to give us EXP just for smacking us, apparently. Maybe? Hang on, what's this about? Veteran EXP 2. Gives 2 experience when attacked. Okay. So he hurts a bunch. But I also hurts a bunch. Yay. Unfortunately, the veteran EXP thing was a one-time deal. Oh well. Oh, he destroyed my death protection. I was not paying attention to that. Oh well, though. I think we're going to be okay. Okay, I think we're not going to be okay. Except we can totally drink potions and still die. But now we can beat this guy. Yay. Well done, hero! The goat has dropped a trophy for you to claim. Grabbing a monster trophy ends the dungeon session, but you can hang around as long as you want before taking it. It is a lovely place. Yes, yes. Okay, just going to have a quick look around. I don't think there's anything in here that I need to see. So we're just going to go ahead and take this goat horn and leave. Ah, there we go. Quest complete. Trophy hunting. Victory! Your hero parades through the muddy streets of your rapidly growing settlement. Goat horn clasped in one mailed fist. Rose petals and jubilant shouts alike fill the air as townsfolk come out to celebrate. Amidst the glee, a lone figure approaches you as you recline in your administrator parade viewing chair. New throne, who dares? I know, I read that just a few months ago, but I still think this line is hilarious. Hi there. You get a regular voice. I can't handle more voices tonight. I can't help but notice the sheer amount of fun that you're all having with that chunk of monster skull. I have a business proposal related to that. I'm listening. This may seem rather forward, but I was once a renowned taxidermist in the surrounding realms, and I know a lot of very rich buyers who would love a mounted beastie head of some kind hanging over their fireplace. Bragging rights, you see. Why do I care? Long story short, I'd like to buy that trophy from you. I have the gold right here. How much gold? This new kingdom needs some kind of regular income, right? Well, work with me and we can build an entire economy around hunting and slaying evil. I'm pretty sure that this will turn into a long and mutually profitable relationship. And there will be no negative consequences from this sort of thing at all. Nope. Just keep the gold coming. Spoilers, this is actually technically a Monster Hunter game. New trophy sold. You sold the goat horn for 150 gold. Awesome. New quest to unlock guild expansion. There's more than one way to slay the average dungeon monstrosity, and the kingdom's population is one of diverse talents and interests. Magic users, holy men, and even common cut purses are interested in finding the good fight, especially if there's money involved. Yes. How do we recruit them? Monster trophies are a valuable source of kingdom income. Let's put that money to use by building ourselves a second guild. Our options are... Upgrading this structure will give you priests. They're reliable slayers of the undead, which is with impressive health buffs. Holy folk. Upgrading this structure will give you wizards. They start off with a free fireball, lower mana costs, and other abilities to make their glyph use much easier. Nice hats too. Upgrading this structure will give you thieves. They excel at squeezing extra value out of dungeon resources and deal a little extra damage to unsuspecting opponents. Hide the silver. Definitely. Select a building to upgrade now. The most effective one, in my opinion, I like the wizard. The wizard is just so effective. I know I am Captain Thief. I have to kind of play favorites this way. It's, you know, the entire town ecosystem is geared toward that way. I mean, I literally have the bank vault truck go through the thieves town at least twice a day for reasons. But yeah, we're just gonna do it. Whatever. Okay, so before we upgrade it, let's read it. Mrs. Cake's Tea or Death. Tea shops, the kingdom's dingiest, nastiest hovels, populated by brutes and lowlives of all kinds. To the establishment's credit, the chai is quite brilliant. Alright, so now that we've upgraded, class unlocked Thief. Click to continue. Quest complete, guild expansion. Quest complete, city expansion. Our brave new kingdom is still in grave peril. The denizens of nearby dungeons are breathing down our necks. If a brave hero wanders in and slays the leaders in each area, the rest should be demoralized enough to scatter. Attack! Again. Most autonomous and independently thinking administrator, I believe you've earned enough to start performing kingdom duties in whichever way you see most fit. I'll still be on hand to advise you when new matters come up, but from here on, you may consider your decisions opportunities somewhat more open. Have fun. I've got it from here. Finger crossbows. Thanks. You know what? I finally learned how to do finger crossbows, so I got this. So now that we have the Thieves' Den, it's a criminal den. The kingdom's criminals come in many flavors. Most of them can be found here, doing horrible things like selling insurance and training to become lawyers. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. You can hear me smiling, can't you? I'm just going to read this real quick. Tower Foundation, this piece of the kingdom has been staked out by a group of mystics for its arcane geographic properties and whatnot. And the proud tradition of wizards everywhere, they haven't actually done anything with it yet. Okay. Tell you what. Let's do one more. This is a very addictive game. Vince's Vault, Thousand Guts, The Badlands. It has vault in the name, guys. We have to do it. It is said that the lord of this dungeon shrugs off magic and maintains a charming collection of wizard skulls. Bring your biggest sword. Fine, we'll do it. We're humans, we're thieves, we're human thieves. And there's no other preparations to make, but there will be plenty more preparations to be had in the future. I think my name bugged. My name is now of Avon. I will take it though. Okay, so this is our first actual dungeon. No hand holding. It's just going to assume that we know what we're doing. There's gold on the floor. That's not a thief thing. That's a anybody thing. Normally that can help you in the dungeon, but right now it's just for taking back wanna fights. Okay, what does wanna fight do? Well, summons existing enemy, adding slow debuff, no blink, retreat or retaliation, strike second, bonus EXP. Let's read the sign. You're playing as a human thief. Humans get a plus 10% attack bonus for every 100 conversion points. This class has the following abilities. Stabber deals an extra 30% damage to enemies with full health. Hoarder, plus 33% more items on the dungeon map. Survivor, all health and mana potions restore both health and mana. Got it. It did not explain it completely though. Health will still give you the regular health amount, but it will give you half as much as a health potion, if I remember correctly. And the mana potions is the same way. That gives you the same amount of mana that you normally get, but you get half as much as a health potion worth of health. And also, it didn't explain it, but the thief explains... Oh wait, actually, I think maybe that will be explained in the Thief Bronze Challenge, but it's explained. Biceps. It is explained. We're going to use Biceps. What's Biceps do? Plus 30% more damage on our next strike. It costs 2 mana, but hey, we got our 2 mana back yet. Power-ups like these can only improve maximum stats and have fewer short-term benefits, so pick them up as soon as possible. Why not? And you know what? We'll just go ahead and kill this Warlock. It's nice to have that Biceps on because we're going from 5 to 6 damage and that guy had 5 health. 6 health. You know, I can math goodly. What is this? Another wanna fight. I can just convert it off the ground. Bam. That's more health. Okay, can I take on this guy? No. No, we cannot. Or can we? Hold the phone because we can burn him to death. And sorry if I just hit the mic. I hope you did not hear that. So we'll smack him. We'll burn him twice. Even though he's a mage, he's not going to retaliate with fireball or anything, guys. This is not Fire Emblem. I don't know. I had to think about that. Not because I forgot the name, but because I thought it sounded too cheesy that I was talking about fire and then instantly went into Fire Emblem territory, okay? I have my standards for humor. They are very, very low, but they are standards, sir. It hurts to grab the health pickups early, but, you know, we have to. Am I going to Biceps again? You know what? I will, even though it did nothing in that case. It just feels good. It feels good, man. Yeah, we'll just kill all the goblins and stuff. Why not? Okay, how about this level 3? If I spam Biceps on him, I think we can get him down to 3-hit territory without even having to burn him. There's no real way to really calculate that without pulling out a calculator, and I don't have one of those on me, so we're just going to, you know, win. I should probably also explain that we got more EXP than just 3 from that guy because he's a higher level. There's a whole thing to that. I'm hoping the game will explain it because it's so good at explaining these things. It is. I'm not being funny here. Yay, level up. Okay, so we're level 4 now. Aren't we? No, we're level 3. I don't know where I'm getting these ideas from. Now, even though that goblin was a lower level, he got to go first because he's a goblin. Goblins can do that sort of thing. Notice that level 3 just died without much inference from us at all. Dungeon Hint Writers Guild Memo number 2. Casting Fireball means a free attack. Use it as often as possible, even if you're a fighter. They don't hit back. Okay. I'm just going to pick up the potions because, dang it, they're so dang helpful. I'm just going to Biceps this guy because then he's one-shottable. And that saves us a whole bunch of health. Oh, hey, look, it's another Burned Raz. I'm just going to go ahead and convert that right now. Oh, hey, look, another Biceps. We're just going to convert that right now. And no, I can't just spam Biceps over and over again. It doesn't work that way. It never worked that way. It once worked that way. We called it Chemist, and everyone laughed. Except for the people who were really good at playing Chemist. I do not know how you play Chemist. Okay. Yeah. These guys are tough. No joke. We're level 4. We're doing great. I don't need to Biceps anybody anymore. I'm just so strong now. Whoops. I meant to convert. Now, that was a level 1 guy. It still ate up my entire biceps thing. My whole strike, if you will. It's okay. Hey, adventurer. Hey, over here. Yeah, it's me, the dungeon boss. Hey, come on. Yeah, just try and hit me with a fireball. I dare ya. Ha ha, you suck. Regards, Vince the Invincible. No, you suck. Roast goat sounds good. So he's got magic resist. So, you know, that doesn't mean he's immune to fire. But, yeah, that does mean that a wizard might have a harder time. Except wizards still do decent damage physically. So, let's see. Pardon me, we both die in 3 hits. Oh, another thing about biceps. Hang on. Does it cover this? Strike erodes 3% resistances. I'm just going to show you this. Also, yeah, I can hit the letter B on my keyboard and just use it instantly. I love that. Bam. We smacked him once. That removed 3%, you know, 3 percentage points, I should say, of his resists. So now he's just a little bit less magic resistant than the Lucky Charms box would have you believe. He's magically resistant. Okay, so one thing that they could have added to this guy is Retaliate Fireball. Retaliate Fireball is a very scary and confusing destination of my choosing. Thing where hitting them with Fireball, or Burned Raz in this case, makes it so that they get a free hit on you. It's more like half of a hit, it's half their damage, but it can come up and surprise you at the worst times, so you know, you're going to be careful with that sort of thing. I never used Wanna Fight. Oh, look at that. I just got all my mana back. You're still on fire, but you know, doing 1 damage. Did I leave anything alive? I did. You know what? I want to like get my own little Mortal Kombat cutscene or whatever, so I'm just gonna kill him this way. Boom. Oh, I guess he wasn't bossy enough to give me that sort of thing. That's fine. Let me see what's down here. Well, one thing I can do is I can pull that guy out of there with this. Why did I want to do that? I don't know. Oh, he had a sword on him. Okay. Excellent. That would have helped. I mean, I'm already badass enough as it is. Let's go and convert this Wanna Fight. Let's go ahead and try and like uncover everything. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? And, you know, okay. Yeah, I definitely want the mana potion. Pick up all the potions you can. I do like the ability to zoom out all this way. And, you know, the numbers on the enemies also are kind of evidence. You know, the original game, it was kind of like you could kind of mentally solve the whole puzzle with just one photographic memory. But this works too. This works too. Okay. But I also like how we can zoom in, except... There we go. Yes. Okay, so there's nothing else special here. Maybe there's something behind these walls, you never know, but there's no way to break these walls. The walls are permanently there. Maybe. Alright, let's go ahead and take the goat horns and leave. Alright, I love this part. It goes through everything you did, killing all the enemies you did, every level up you did, every... It doesn't go into like any particular things like castings or whatever, but you know, it's good. And you know what? We sold the potions and we got some money from it, so that works too. Did I have exactly 5 of each? Are they only worth 3? I guess they're only worth 3. I don't blame you. Secondhand potions don't really sell very well because you can't really tell where they came from. You sold the goat horn for 150 golds. Awesome. Just awesome sauce. Okay. As much as I like priest, we're doing wizard next. Thieves and black mages are like brothers, man. It's the whole thing. Tower Foundation. Yes, we read that. And now it's a wizard school. This is a humble magical abode. Its inhabitants regularly complain about the height, as their pointy hats tend to scrape against the ceiling. Is that why it's slightly bent all the time? I think it is. The wizard's pedicus, you know. Okay, so it's telling us that we get wizards, sorcerers, and blood mages here. The sorcerer and the blood mage will come later, much later. Same here. We have thieves and rogues and assassins. Well, we got thieves right now. We gotta upgrade it. We gotta upgrade it. We're not in the demo anymore. We are perfectly well into the game, and you know, it's just as fun as I remember it. Sorry, it's been literally 2 years since I played any Desktop Dungeons. But, you know, things happen. Things happen indeed. And, you know, it's good to be back. That's all I have to say. I do kind of want to comment that, you know, I have more to do with Desktop Dungeons Extreme Edition. I'm definitely not giving up on that. But I do feel rusty. I need to pick up my skills a bit before I try to go back into that. Alright, so anyway, I hope that this convinced you that Desktop Dungeons is a pretty neat game to play. This is the end of the first episode. Kind of a long one, and you know what? I'm going to cross my fingers here. I kind of want to support QCF Design where I can, and it was very nice of them to give the game to give the game to me, which is really cool. But on that note, you know, I was kind of anticipating buying it, so I still want to send one Desktop Dungeons worth of money toward them. So with that end, if you've made it all the way here and you're still interested in actually getting the game, go ahead and leave a comment, and the first one that does so, or if anyone ever does this at all, I will go ahead and just buy you a copy through Steam. Okay? Does that sound fair? This is not something to make me famous or whatever. This is my most famous thing, but it's not like the big thing that everyone's watching on YouTube. But hey, it's a very nice thing to watch, I think. But yeah, I'm not doing this for popularity. I'm doing it because I think QCF has kind of earned it. And also, you know, hey, if you watch the whole thing, you've got to be interested, right? So, you know, this is just one copy. Adding Captain Thief sometime in the future will remove this from the episode because you can magically do that through YouTube, and then we won't have to bother with, you know, 300,000 people requesting this free game from me in the future. Okay? Okay. So thank you so much for watching. That was my offer, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.